Do you live in a big house? Maybe a large apartment? Maybe you think it's luxurious? Well, I'm Bob from World 5 List, and I'm here to blow your mind with 10 of the most expensive private homes of all time. Number 10. The Villa Leopolda. Built in 1902 by King Leopold of Belgium, Villa Leopolda is one of the most, if not the most expensive villas in the world. The mansion also retains historic value, having served as a military hospital during the First World War. Its past residents include Microsoft mogul Bill Gates and the Italian head of Fiat Gianni Agnelli. Russian billionaire Mikhail Prokhorov was in line to buy the property for €500 million in 2008, but ultimately he would not get it. Known for having the best sea views in the south of France, the 29,000 square foot estate boasts 11 bedrooms and 14 bathrooms. Sitting on 10 acres, along with the French Riviera, the Villa Leopolda features manicured lawns and a swimming pool. The current owner is Lily Safra, a philanthropist and the widow of billionaire banker Edmund Safra. Villa Leopolda was recently valued to be around $750 million. Number 9. Witanhurst. Second only to Buckingham Palace in value, this 25-bedroom mansion, built sometime between 1913 and 1920 by soap magnate Arthur Crosfield, features a 70-foot-long ballroom. And that's not all. Witanhurst also comes with massage rooms, a gym, and an Olympic-caliber swimming pool. It's known as London's largest private house, spanning in excess of 90,000 square feet upon the completion of renovations. Second only in size and value to Buckingham Palace, Witanhurst is worth an estimated $450 million. For several years, mystery did surround its ownership. There were even rumors that Vladimir Putin himself owned the estate. In 2015, British writer Ed Caesar uncovered the truth about the rightful owner. It turns out that the property wasn't owned by Vladimir Putin, but was in fact Russia's 28th richest man, billionaire Andrei Gurev, and he had targeted the property as a refuge for his family. Number 8. A rare detached house on the Peak. But first, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'd love to bring you more great videos in the future. It does sound a little bit odd, but that's what it's called, the Rare Detached House on the Peak, and it's located in Hong Kong, where space is limited, driving up its value. Not quite the most romantic name in the world, but still, it's fun, I guess. Located on Middle Gap Road, this two-story single-family home would be built in 1991. The swimming pool, located in the backyard, offers a view of nearby parkland. The Rare Detached House boasts 4 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, and 1 half bathroom. The rest, however, remains a mystery. And in keeping with the traditional allure of a luxurious private mansion, it seems that one must make an appointment to personally view the property in order to know the full extent of what it offers. This extraordinary home hit the market in 2018 with a measly asking price of $446 million. Number 7. The Bubble Palace. Owned by renowned fashion designer Pierre Cardin, the mansion would be designed by Hungarian architect Ante Lovac. In creative contrast to the anticipated terracotta color theme of the estate, the property contains a 500-seat outdoor amphitheater overlooking the bay and a waterfront swimming pool. The 10-bedroom, 7-bath estate spans an astounding 13,000 square feet. Instead of featuring traditional square-shaped rooms, though, the Bubble Palace features circular rooms with swooping ceilings. The property has earned some serious prestige, having hosted a Dior fashion show and a James Bond 40th birthday bash. When it comes to appearances, you'd have to see the Bubble Palace in order to believe it. Known as the architectural equivalent of a Dr. Seuss drawing, the unique mansion has been on the market since 2015, bearing a hefty price tag of $418 million. Number 6. The Villa Le Sadre. Villa Le Sadre is an old money mansion spanning 18,000 square feet, containing 14 bedrooms and sits on a whopping 35 acres. It contains an Olympic-sized swimming pool, along with a stable that can hold up to 30 horses. This luxurious property is known for both its magnificent splendor and its historical value. After 1850, it operated primarily as an olive tree farm, and there are olive trees on the property that are more than 300 years old. From there on out, it did remain in the hands of the rich and famous, or even royalty. In 1904, it would be sold to King Leopold II of Belgium, who made a fortune in the Congo Free State, better known today as the Democratic Republic of Congo, via the exploitation of mineral resources and rubber trees. Blood diamonds, anyone? The property would then be sold again 15 years later in 1924 to a family known for their cognac and triple sec. Then in 2016, Campari acquired the company, and Campari put the mansion up for sale almost immediately after learning that it was worth around 20% of its 2016 gross sales. This highly sought-after estate remains up for grabs with a small price tag of $543 million. Number 5. The Chartwell Estate. This sprawling French neoclassical house is best known for its appearance in Beverly Hillbillies. Built in 1933, the luxurious mansion was designed by architect Sumner Spalding. When it hit the listings in August of last year, it became the most expensive house for sale in the United States. The impressive mansion contains 15 bedrooms and 18 bathrooms. Nestled on a 10-acre plot with lush gardens, the Chartwell Estate features 25,000 square feet of living space. Its other features include spacious lawns, carefully sculpted fountains, and a 75-foot swimming pool. That's not all. The property also contains parking space for 40 vehicles and a wine cellar, a tennis court, and a Wallace Neff-designed guest house. Most recently, the Chartwell Estate had been owned by the Univision chairman, who modernized the residence via a multi-million-dollar restoration. And in case you're interested in purchasing the property, it's currently on the market for only $350 million. Number 4. The Molokai Ranch. Located on the island of Molokai, you'll have around 20 miles of coastline all to yourself when you assume ownership of this over 55,000-acre property. With beaches and tropical rainforests as well as nature preserves and pasture lands, along with a 1,200-acre cattle ranch at your fingertips, what more could you ask for? The Molokai Ranch also comes with a hotel and 2 golf courses. To give you a clue about how in demand the property is, rumor has it that Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg once considered buying Molokai Ranch before settling on property in the neighboring island of Kauai. According to the Sotheby's, the lucky buyer of the estate will rank among the top private landowners in Hawaii. The massive piece of real estate is on the market for only $260 million, which is a steal compared to some of the other properties we've discussed thus far. Number 3. Fairfield. Business mogul Ira Raniere, who is worth about $5.9 million according to Forbes, came under fire in 2015 for supposedly misusing company funds to build his sprawling estate. In February of that year, he was then court-ordered to repay over $118 million in damages. His mansion had been the focal point of controversy ever since being constructed in the 1990s, and the property is incomprehensibly large with 29 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, a 100-car garage, and a 164-seat theater. Oh, and the kids aren't left out either, because right next door to the home is a 10,000-square-foot playhouse, which has 2 bowling alleys, a billiards room, a squash court, and a few other features. Raniere's estate is currently worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $248 million, but would be listed at about $500 million if it were to be put up for sale. Number 2. Antillia. In India, you're going to find a 27-story house worth 7 figures, meant for just 6 people. The house is owned by someone whose name I can't pronounce, and he's the richest man in India and the 6th richest person in the world. This towering skyscraper is known as Antilia, and it's 550 feet tall, containing over 400,000 square feet of interior flooring. When it was designed by American architects and completed in 2010, it brought some serious ethical questions to the forefront. Antilia's bottom 6 levels are dedicated to parking, accommodating 168 cars, and from there on up, the abundance of rooms are hard to keep track of. Lounge rooms, bedrooms, bathrooms, and even a ballroom, with 80% of its ceiling covered by chandeliers. Of course, there is a helipad, 3 of them in fact, and additionally there's a 50-seat movie theater. For those health-conscious guests, there's also a health spa and a yoga studio, along with an ice room with man-made snow and multiple swimming pools. What more could you really ask for? Maintaining the property reportedly requires a staff of over 600 people, just taking care of a family of 6. And the property's rumored to be valued somewhere in the tune of $1 to $2 billion. Number 1. Buckingham Palace. Valued at $1.55 billion, Buckingham Palace is arguably the most valuable property ever. This residence is huge, with 775 rooms containing 92 offices, 78 bathrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, and 52 bedrooms for the royals and their guests. There are also 19 staterooms, including a music room, a dining room, and a throne room. The ballroom, built by Queen Victoria, was meant to commemorate the end of the Crimean War in 1856. The palace also contains over 40 acres of gardens. Currently, it's undergoing renovations, which are expected to take up to a decade to complete. Funded by taxpayers, of course, the $58 million sovereign grant will pay for redesigned entrances, which will include wheelchair ramps and much-needed general repairs with the electrical wiring, pipework, boilers, and generators. Nothing can compete with this home. So, who wants to come up with a billion-dollar idea with me? Thanks for watching. Which house was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below, and also tell me about your house. Be sure you're subscribed to World 5, and I'll see you next time.